Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and this edition featuring my key pieces from the new winter collection at Everlane. I've got cashmere galore, the perfect fitting pair of skinny jeans, a stole that I'm ever so slightly in love with, and a pair of trainers which haven't left my feet all week. So let's dive straight in and show you the first piece. So this is the oversized Alpaca crewneck and it's available in no less than 10 different colours. I must admit I was getting very confused about which tone to go for, but I decided to go for this one, which is called the charcoal twist. And my reason being is that it gives it a little bit more depth with those two colours running through it. Now, as the name would suggest, it's made from the environmentally friendly alpaca, which apparently, and I didn't know this, are very gentle grazers, which makes them easier on pastures. You learn something new every day. Now, I decided to go for this in a medium because although it says it's already oversized, I wanted it to become my ultimate boyfriend jumper. It's soft and it's snuggly, it's really gentle against my skin, it's not itchy at all. Now in the daytime I would style this with my jeans and probably my Western style ankle boots, which are getting an awful lot of wear. I really love the look of putting a blazer on top of quite a laid back jumper. I think that's a really nice contrast for when I need to look a little bit smarter. So straight out of the box, a perfect jumper that I know I can mix and match in lots of different ways, both for daytime chic, but also the sort of thing I would definitely be snuggling into in the evenings. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that my Kashmir Crewneck I got previously from Everlane has been getting quite a few outings. And because I love it and wear it so much, I've ordered it again in not one, but two different colours. It's just the perfect weight of cashmere. It's not too light, it's not too heavy. Everlane use a grade A cashmere, which apparently means that they're really long fibres, which not only don't pill as much as a normal cashmere would, but they're also much softer against your skin. So I went for it in this new shade, which is called Heathered Jade. It's a little step out of all those neutrals that you know I love. Although it's brighter than I would normally go for, it's still a really subtle tone, and I think that's the key. And this is the other tone I went for. Like the alpaca jumper, I chose the one with a bit of fleck in it, so it's got a little bit of white popping through, which I really like. Just gives it a bit more depth, a bit more interest. I'd probably describe this as a charcoal marl rather than just a flat tone. Again, I went for all my cashmere crewnecks in the extra small, whereas I would normally take a small. I wanted them to have a slightly tighter, leaner fit. I love the overall look of these cashmere crewnecks. The feel, the colours, the fit. It is a bestseller with Everlane and I can absolutely see why. So next up I went for this wool and cashmere blanket scarf, and this one's got my name all over it. I absolutely love this. In fact, I'm going to take it off and show you straight away because it's just too beautiful. A giant snuggly scarf that's going to keep me super warm, and yet it's made from such a beautiful blend of knit that it still looks elegant and chic and will absolutely finish off any outfit. Now, though I sound slightly obsessive on the scarf front, not all scarves are created equal. And this one for me would absolutely, hands down, win Scarf of the Year if anyone wants to set up such a contest. Now, as you can see in this footage, I would pretty much style this scarf with absolutely everything. It is that versatile. For me, it's that investment piece that's just going to finish off so many different outfits beautifully. Now, it is available in a couple of different colours, but I went for it in this tone, which is called Cider. I think off the top of my head, it's also available in Bone, which is like that slight cream tone, and also possibly a grey. I might have that wrong. I will double check and put them in the description below. I think it's priceless to have a beautiful stole in your collection because they just end up elevating whatever it is you're wearing. Wrap that over on top and suddenly you've taken your outfit up 10 notches or so. It just makes everything look so much more chic. Now, I have a confession to make. Not many of you know, but I am a total loungewear obsessive. My pyjama collection is actually far better than my handbag collection. And though it seems ridiculous because only my husband and my children actually get to see those pieces, it's about how it makes you feel that really matters. The minute I finish work, I will just have a lovely hot bath, get those creams on, get my beautiful pajamas on. It's just a really visual and sensory routine that lets your mind and your body know, okay, it's time to chill now. And that is why I'm probably so obsessed with loungewear. So when I spotted a beautiful pair of pure silk pajamas, I just couldn't resist. So I decided to go for these in a tone they call pewter, which is a dark grey, but they've also got it available in a beautiful soft pink. Now, I never go for pajamas in my actual size. I always size up. You don't want them digging in anywhere. You don't want them feeling tight across your arms. They should feel like the comfiest clothes you own. Now, these are 100% silk, so there's no denying it is a beautiful feeling against your skin. So on the top section, you've got a slight boxy shape, but it isn't sitting too high. It's just below my hip bone. And then obviously you've got the buttons that come down the front here with that nice lapel around the collar. On the trouser portion, they're just simple elastic around the waistband, but by sizing up, that means I can just shimmy them down a little bit lower on my hips, which just makes me feel more comfortable. I'm aware I sound like an absolute sleepwear nerd, but that feeling of slipping into a beautiful pair of pajamas after a really long day at work or a really rubbish week is absolutely priceless. Can't recommend it enough. So on to trainers, and a pair that I have worn literally all week since the day they arrived. Now, Everlane have actually got a pretty large selection of trainers on their website, but I decided to keep it really simple and quite classic and go for them in the black, but with an up-to-date twist of going for the gum sole. As you can see, I definitely have been wearing them all week. They're filthy on the bottom. Now, as you can probably tell, these are ridiculously comfy, but it's also worth noting the huge effort Everlane went to, not only in making a very comfortable pair of trainers that look pretty cool, but also their commitment to the sustainability of those trainers. Now, on a day-to-day basis, I would probably style these with all my different types of jeans. But I also think when you've got a pair of trainers, they're a little bit smarter, they look a bit more chic. You can absolutely get away with those, maybe with a midi dress or a maxi dress that you might wear through autumn winter. And actually, I think that's a very on-trend and quite cool look. So a great pair of trainers that should be getting an awful lot of use out of me this autumn winter. So next up is the puffer coat. And before you all start saying I can't wear puffer coats, they make me look like the Michelin Man, just hear me out on this one. Not only is this one hugely on trend and ethically made, but it's also got a couple of tricks to stop you feeling like you look 10 sizes bigger. So first, it's made with recycled down feathers. Now, they're really light and very warm, so the overall puff, so to speak, is small, but yet not losing any of that warmth. Secondly, the design and the cut has been done in such a way that although it's a puffer coat, it's actually very lean and really elongating too. And on top of that, it's made from 100% recycled bottles. It's machine washable, and you can even stick it in the tumble dryer. And I absolutely love the style of this coat. Have I managed to convince some of the undeciders yet? I know it's one of those pieces, probably a Vegemite, Marmite piece, where some people say, oh, I just can't wear those. They make me look way too huge, or I just get too hot in them. I know what you're saying, but this one absolutely doesn't make me feel like that at all. And I would tell you if I thought it did. It does feel like I'm wearing a duvet, but like the lightest duvet in the world. So honestly, I just think, what's not to love about that one? Next up, I went for this lovely cashmere ribbed beanie. You can tell how nice the cashmere is because I can't stop stroking it. Now, like the crew necks, it's made from that same grade A cashmere, so it's beautiful to the touch, but it does have 1% overlastin in it just to give it a bit of stretch. I decided to go for it in this tone they call Bone, a slightly off-white shade, but it does also come available in light grey, black, a sort of terracotta red colour and lemon. And there's also a cashmere scarf to match if you prefer that to the stole. But personally, I really like the contrast of textures and tones of wearing my beanie with my wool cashmere blend stole. I think that really looks lovely together. So yeah, that is pretty darn cozy. I am very happy with those two. In the last Everlane haul I did, you probably saw me rave about the mid-rise skinny jeans. Well, I loved them so much, I've ordered them in the mid-wash tone as well. Now, I actually can't think of a single thing that I don't like about these jeans. But let's start with the money. So they're hugely reasonable at just £54. Quality, they're made from a premium Japanese denim, which, as many of us know, is probably the best denim you can buy. The cut is just spot on. They're not too skinny, not too baggy, not too high-rise, but not too dangerously low either. Now, the only difference I made with this pair compared to my last pair that I got in the dark indigo was that this time I went for the regular length rather than the crop. If I'm being completely honest, I would say I prefer the ankle crop. But if you're ordering these jeans for the first time and you can only afford one pair, my personal opinion, I would say go for the ankle crop, as they're particularly on trend this season. Now, the fit is pretty darn spot on. I always go for a size 28 in jeans, and these are skimming and sculpting in all the right places, which is good. I would probably style these with lots of different pieces, and equally, I wouldn't discount them from evening wear too. I think you could absolutely dress these up with a nice pair of heels, maybe a black blazer, little camisole underneath and a nice clutch. I do like this wash of denim for evening wear. I think it just gives you a bit of a effortless chic kind of look. And then onto this box cut tee that I've been wearing throughout this video. These sort of tops are just an absolute staple for me. They're the sort of thing I probably reach for on a daily basis. For me, it's the equivalent of finding that perfect white tee with short sleeves that I'd wear a lot in the summer. These are the ones with long sleeves I would wear all the way through the winter. I wear it under jumpers, I put it under cardigans, I'd wear it under a blazer. And it's like any t-shirt. When you find the perfect one, you absolutely want to get it in every single colour they've got. I've now got this in the black and the white, and I found that I wear them an awful lot. So I think I might actually order the grey as well. You can obviously find a long sleeve t-shirt on the cheaper end of the high street, but I bet you it hasn't got the quality, and I bet you it won't last or wash as well as this one. And that's really what you're paying for. How it looks today is probably how it's going to look in a year's time. So hopefully that's given you a good idea of all the best pieces at Everlane this winter. I absolutely love the collection. I know I've talked about them a few times in my videos, but I really feel when you find a brand that is not only creating beautiful designs in gorgeous fabrics and are hugely sustainable and ethical too, it's definitely worth shouting about. I would love to hear from you in the comments section below. Which was your favourite piece that I chose from the winter collection? Don't forget, you can also find me over on Instagram at Fashion and Style Edit, and if you're not already subscribed, that would be lovely too. I will be back in a couple of days with another fashion video for you, and I look forward to chit-chatting with you in the comments section below. Have a good week, and thank you so much for watching.